Which of these did they not have in the Middle Ages?
No.
Sure.
Iron Maiden.
Well...
They didn't have iron...
Well, no, I'm not that... Yeah, I'm aware there is a group. The most medieval thing seems that thing with the spikes that you put someone in.
Yes.
That'll be the thing they didn't actually have then and was...
You are absolutely right. The Iron Maiden, that, as you say, that sort of sarcophagus with spikes in... They weren't even thought of or imagined until
I
1793.
Oh, I was going to say I thought they were invented by Paul Daniels or something.
Spanish Inquisition. Must be the Spanish Inquisition.
Well, they weren't used in the Spanish Inquisition because they weren't invented till 1793, which was...
My favourite one from the Spanish Inquisition was they put a pole up your anus and they do it in such a way that it avoids all of your vital organs and comes out by your shoulder and then just leave you there for people to look at.
I like the first part of that.
Yeah. It's an actual pole. It's not a Polish gentleman. It's an actual...
Less keen.
I thought an Iron Maiden was a chastity belt.
No, that's...
I'd like it
they
to
call
be,
that a chastity belt.
Yes.
So they didn't ever exist?
Well, 1793, an archaeologist by the name of Johann Siebenkees gave an account of one, which was a hoax. And then 100 years or so later, a guy called Matthäus Pfau had one installed in Kyburg, his Swiss castle, as a visitor attraction. It became the prototype for all the other Iron Maidens that were used in museums and indeed in movies.
Oh, so they haven't really been used as a method of torture?
No, that's what I mean. Exactly. Yeah. They were just a hoax, essentially.
Here's one for you. Here's one for you. What a weird hoax.
It is. But if we go back to my little manuscript word cloud, maybe other ones didn't exist in medieval times.
Well, there wasn't much cardboard about.
So if there were greeting cards, they wouldn't have been...
Not big readers either. Not many people could read.
Or
so
write.
You wouldn't
Well,
be...
exactly. But in fact, there were single-sheet woodcuts found from the mid-15th century with pictures on them, wishing the recipient a very good year, even. Oh. It seems a rather modern idea.
Sorry.
But those banderoles with the little kind of bubbles were very popular. They'd say things probably not, sorry, you've been unwell, but things like a very good year. So they did exist. What else might have existed or did exist in that era?
Sweet and sour sauce, definitely.
Yeah. What they called it sour sweet, in fact, aigre douce. And they used vinegar and sugar, cinnamon, orange, onions, whatever they get their hands on. Currants.
Didn't they use onions to sweeten things?
Yeah, well, onions do contain more sugar than sugar beets, as long as you cook them. Hence the caramelised, you know.
They're a bit oniony, though, as well.
Yeah.
They can be sweet, but you wouldn't want too many puddings being that oniony.
No, do you know, it's true, they're not that sweet, because if you ever go to the freezer and you go for a mini milk and you've left a bag of onion rings next to the mini milks in the freezer... the mini milks
What
don't
an
taste very
insight.
nice. Yeah, the mini milks taste a bit oniony. Yeah.
What is a mini milk?
What is a mini milk?
Thank you for watching. Do remember to subscribe to the QI channel and click here to watch more videos. Well, please, come on, pick something.